appreciate it and love the intentions and kind of the way guys have gone about preparing this week and which we needed to do. And I think, we've had a good week to this point and obviously got to finish that up, but excited to get an opportunity to play and just want to take advantage of the rest of the week here and make sure we're ready to go.
Jeff? Well, didn't get a chance to talk much about Army's defense when we talked on Monday. It looks like they're pretty sound defensively, but one guy I'm curious about in particular, their outside linebacker, 34. Do they move him around a lot, or has he just been that good at beating his guy from his position to get at the quarterback?
Yeah, he really is a really good football player, and I think talented, plays with a great motor, and there's times when they'll move him, but it's he's winning on talent and effort, and I think they've got good players around him, and as everyone knows, that makes it better. As the more you watch them and you study them, I think it's a really good defense and well coached. The kids understand it, and but he stands out. But I think, Jeff, he's certainly talented, and the effort that he plays with, right? That's a really good combination, and it will certainly be a challenge for us.
Well, we've seen Colin Marsh be a lot more accurate with his kicks this year. What do you think he did in the offseason or in the preseason here that really kind of set him up for this year?
Yeah, I think he's done a great job of working, the physical part of it, and two, kind of just the whole approach to it. And I think, like anything, you draw on experiences, and a lot of times in specialists are no different than any other player. That when you get into a rhythm and when you can trust yourself and trust your fundamentals, that you're going to perform more consistent, and I would argue you're going to perform at your best. And when you're trying to get going, and you see that in young players, they're trying to all coming from the right intentions, but you may rush something, or you may not quite be as exact to the fundamentals. So I think what he's done is he's really worked at his craft, and I think that he's trusting his fundamentals. He's trusting himself. He's into a good rhythm. And I think all that then leads to being more consistent, which we continue or hope to continue.
Steve?
I was just wondering if there's any update on Logan, his condition, and how you felt the offensive line kind of performed without him Saturday to get the amount of rushing production y'all got.
Yeah, Russ has been able to do a little bit. We'll kind of keep seeing as the week goes on. And I thought in general, there's some things that we can build on from the last game. And, took a lot of guys, thought I love the way they approached it. And, each week's a new defense and a different set of challenges. And I like the way I think the group's intentions, their approach, the work they're putting in. You appreciate a ton.
Jake?
Paul, just with Braylon and his performance, going back to last week, I know he's a 6'2", 238-pound running back. When you have such a young back like that, and with that type of stature frame, is there anything you have to kind of teach, or what you saw in the game where either maybe he's running too high, too high, or other maybe reads? Like, what are some areas of growth that you could see from that game for him moving forward?
Yeah, I think every time, Braylon, any young player, heck, any player in general, any time that you get to play, there's going to be things you're going to want to continue to work on. And certainly, for Braylon, he's still growing into the position. He's still, all the fundamental details are important to him, and he does a great job. I've loved and appreciated the way he approaches each and every day. And we all saw the things that are good, and that want to have him continue to build upon, and there's always going to be, in every phase of what you do, there's going to be things, for as long as any player continues to play the game, there's going to be things that you want to keep honing in on and keep working on. And what I get excited about Braylon is he's got that right approach where all the little things do matter to him. So there's not one part of his game that he's not looking at. And Coach Brown does a really good job with him of, we can work on this, we can work on that. And so love his approach and always stuff to continue working on. And I think there's a lot of positives that you want to keep building off of as well.
Back to Jeff.
Paul, when Graham met with the reporters Monday, he talked about a couple plays, obviously that he liked that back. I think where he threw it out of the end zone to DK on that field goal drive. He said if he had his progressions, you could have seen Danny Davis coming open, and then the miss to Ferguson, the deep throw. Coming off an injury, how do you think he played overall in that game? I mean, you didn't have to rely on him a ton.
Right.
How did he play overall?
Overall, he did a lot of things that helped us. I thought there was some, you're right, the way the game played out, but, third downs, we had some big third down conversions, had one where he stepped up in the pocket and got it with his legs. There are plays that, you want to have back, and I'm pretty sure, there's always going to be that, but, this week I anticipate it being different, and the way the game plays out every week is. That's why I say that, every week is different. And again, I think that, what I've liked from Graham is that he is owning everything that he's doing. And when you do that, I think it helps you kind of get down to, all right, let's do something about the things that we want to clean up and can clean up. And then I think there are some, each game, quite honestly, there are things that, all right, that was good. Let's keep building off of that. I know I say that a lot, but I think I know that's the truth. And that's kind of the rhythm of a season. It's a rhythm of playing this game. And I think that's why I keep coming back to that. But I thought, Jeff, to answer it, I thought he did do some good things. And like he said, there's a couple plays you want back, and let that be fuel for the learning going forward.